we have huge news that it comes in a small package.
Yes, we have a new book coming and you can pre-order it now.
And guess what, people? It's only 160 pages, which I don't even know how that was us.
I don't know, but it's basically all our wisdom, everything that we know about THM, but it's packaged into just practical daily skills. And it's called The 7 Skills to Lasting Health.
It's kind of like the primer you've been waiting for. If you've been a vet for years, it's going to bring life back into this whole lifestyle for you, because it's going to refresh you and make it seem so much more doable, where you're going to be like, oh my goodness, it's been this simple all along. Yeehaw.
And then if you're a newbie, or hey, perhaps you know someone and you've never wanted to give one of our long books to them because most people like raise an eyebrow at the length, hey, you can share this with people without them thinking you're weird or we're weird.
And we've got 21 recipes in there, so they've got everything to get started. You know, you can purchase it now as a pre-order too.
And here's what you get as a pre-order. Now, this book doesn't come out to June, so we wanted to equip you. By the way, this book is only $14.99, people. It's a doable purchase.
Yeah, and everything you want to know, it's in there.
So we did 7 mini podcasts, 1 podcast for each skill. So we want to equip you now with these skills. We want you to incorporate them into your daily life. When the book comes, then you'll be extra ready to just soak it all in. And
yes,
we filmed recipes for you.
Hey, we didn't just film them in Pearl's kitchen. We went and did this professionally. We hired the big lighting and the big cameras.
Are you proud of us?
I'm proud of us.
Well, that's what you get when you pre-order. It's
for free.
Kind of a big deal. And let's talk about where it's available, because we partnered with a new publisher, Harvest House.
Yes.
We love them and they love us.
Yes, we're a thing.
And we are going to be everywhere, guys. Of course, Amazon, Barnes & Noble.
Yeah, Christian Books A Billion. Everywhere books are sold.
Everywhere. You know, you can even walk into Hobby Lobby and find it.
Oh man, we're going to be something.
Yay.
This is The Potty with Serene
And Pearl.
Get it right, Poddy.
It's the Trim Healthy Podcast with Serene, Pearl, and Danny, and we're so glad you're here. Let's do it.
Because Danny's got to get out of here. He's got to go to his Hollywood Dan shows.
Where they pay him
Where are you
more
going anyway?
than we pay him. Except for he's going to ask for his $2.50 raise. New Year, it's time for
Don't try to plant
$2.50
seeds of such low asks in my head.
Putting it in your head.
It's going to be way worse than that.
Pearl said you got something to bring, got some meat, and I had a little thought about it, and I wrote down some of those thoughts. I've got my little mini teleprompter here. Today I want to talk to you guys about something that I've been really needing a lot of.
About what?
Patience, Dan. It's the good old potent patience. I've been really needing some.
Why?
I won't tell you straight away because we'll
Okay.
hold that for later, but I've been needing some. And maybe I was thinking maybe you need some. Maybe you need a little bit of patience. And so this potty is the Patient Potty. And I'm going to bring some Scrippies first. I'm going to lay the right foundation, okay? So I've been going to the Scrippies myself for some good old, injections
El
of
Scrippo.
patience.
I've dusted off the old Bible lately.
Romans 12:12, rejoice in hope, be patient when everything's going great. No, be patient in tribulation.
Ooh.
Be constant in prayer. Galatians 6:9, let us not become weary in doing good. For at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. So, it's often time when we're just doing all the things, when we're doing good, when we say, hey, we're ticking all the boxes, Pearl and Serene. I'm ticking all the boxes and ain't no results showing up for me. Hey, well, don't give up. Don't think that the harvest isn't going to come, because the Scrippy says it will come in its proper time. Just don't give up while you're doing good. Matthew 24:13. But the one who endures to the end, that's the one that will be saved. We have a long race here, guys. And, we're not just talking spiritual here. We're talking physical. We're talking all the things. We're talking relational. Patience we need in every area of our life. I love this. 1 Corinthians 13:4, love is patient. Because we're also going to be, like I said, talking relational today. Hebrews 10:36, you have need of endurance so that you may do the will of God and receive what he has promised. God knows we need endurance. He never promised us just a quick a quick ride to all of the promises he's given us, or all of the purposes that he's put us here on this earth for. He said we need endurance for them. James 1:3, for you know that the testing of your faith produces patience. And I have so many more, but we could move on because Dan has got places to go. And maybe you don't have patience for this Patient podcast. All right, but let's just finish with Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord, he will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. So, if you're going through a trial time, in whatever area of your life, look to God and he's going to renew your strength. Don't look to those dark thoughts within you, because they just like drain the petrol tank, or the gas tank, how you say it in America. Now, in all perfect timing, we didn't do the quotes first. Now we'll go to the wisdom of man.
All
We've gone
right.
to the wisdom of God. We'll set the right foundation. But hey, he's put some pretty great brains onto the earth, and I really like some of these quotes. The strongest of all warriors are these two: time and patience. So if you think you feel weak and you think you've got nothing going for you, and you got no harvest, you got nothing to show, no success, you're a warrior. Put in your time and patience and see how you'll do at the end of the battle. And that was Leo Tolstoy. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Jean Jacques Rousseau. French, some
Guarantee
French
that's not
smarty
how you
pants.
say it. I don't know how to say it, but I know that's not it.
To lose patience is to lose the battle. And that was Gandhi. He that can have patience can have what he will, Benjamin Franklin. Have patience with all things, but this is a good one for us THM mamas, because I've heard this before. First of all, have patience with yourself. We all have patience for our children, for everybody else, but then we don't want to have patience for ourselves, and we call ourselves names when we don't just fall into line perfectly with the timing of everybody else. The key to everything is patience. You get the chicken by hatching the egg, and that hatching process takes a long time, and that little birdie has to sit there for a good long time on that egg. So this quote from this person says, the key to everything is patience. You get the chicken by hatching the egg, not by smashing it.
That's good.
Patience is the companion of wisdom. I didn't say all of the smarty pants people that wrote those quotes, because sometimes they've said other things that I don't like so well.
Actually, didn't want to say the name.
Should I say the name?
Pick and choose.
Yeah, exactly. But I was thinking to myself, so we've got the Scrippies, great foundation for patience. We've looked at some smarty pantses of the world. Great,
Good pair of
cheerleading for
pants.
patience.
Yeah.
And then I thought, let's look at the world God made. Let's look at nature. So I started looking some things up. Did you know the way God set things up is he set things up with long, long roads to fruition, to fruit, to harvest, to victory, to whatever. Let's look at the bamboo. The species of the bamboo some of bamboo species spend years building root systems underground with almost no visible growth. Then suddenly, after 5 years, they can grow 3 feet in one day. So that's an amazing metaphor. If God designed things for that kind of long, slow process, what are some of the things he's doing in our lives? What are some of the things that we're working on? That there's a lot of groundwork taking place. There's a lot of habits being put into, really great time management, and we're learning to do it. We're failing, yes, but then when we get back on those habits, we got them notched into our synapses a little bit more now. And maybe there's more knowledge we're gaining on certain subjects, and a lot of groundwork's being done, and maybe the world doesn't see the progress yet, but in our inner world, there's so much foundational framework where when we finally, when people are like, whoa, you've changed, or wow, you're different. This, in whatever area, there's been a lot going on, and we'll be able to reign in that thing. We'll be able to have incredible, more strength in that thing than somebody who had success overnight in it, because there's roots. There's a root system and there is framework. Let's look at some other things in nature. The giant sequoias, the redwood trees, they can take hundreds to thousands of years to reach maturity. And that made me feel good because, humans aren't given 1,000 years. We're given 120. But I'm just thinking to myself, hey, I feel like I'm a slow developer, a slow grower. It didn't get me boobies till way late, And
Same.
I was just always like a long, tall drink of water, and I was always behind my friends,
I got these, when you pinched them, they were really painful. Guys, we get these little hard...
Gynecomastia?
No, they're like hard knots when you go
I
through
didn't
puberty.
mean to derail us to talk about boobies, so
when
we can move
so
on.
guys would pinch each other.
Suddenly, Danny's got.
Suddenly he's like, ooh.
Suddenly,
This is
Danny
right.
wants to talk about his own boobies.
Podcast just got interesting.
I was the last person to get picked for the volleyball team. I was always slow and maturing. Like I wasn't athletic as a child, but now I am.
Yeah, you
Did
are.
yours come in painful, Nate?
Okay, we're moving on. But
Only when
See
they
what I'm
got
saying?
But you see, I feel like this whole sequoia redwood tree really encouraged me because sometimes I don't get things straight away. But it's okay to be a slow girl because the things that I've mastered that didn't happen for me overnight, I'm actually, I think, stronger in them than the people that just, it just came easy to them.
I love
And I'm
that
not
little
just
move.
trying to shine my own badge, but I'm telling you, when you have to work for something,
Yeah.
when you have to really try and you have to you're the person who's constantly falling off the horse, some of those become the best riders. And so, even with peace in my life, my name is Serene and I should have been born just this perfect little peaceful angel, but I've really had to fight for it, inner peace. And guess what?
You're strong in
I'm
it.
strong in it. And I feel like, if I go through something, I know where to anchor because I've had to form those.
Me.
Yeah.
If I need help and the
Yeah.
good old coaching for peace, I'm going to Serene for coaching because you have had to wrestle with it.
Yeah.
And you're like Jacob, God, I'm not going until you bless me
Yes.
with it. I'm not. And I see that in your life. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you lose peace for a few minutes.
This is the world, human.
But then you
Fallen
find your
people.
anchor again and you are a peaceful person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Came late for you.
Came late. Now, the sequoia trees, they have this long gestation, but what an enormous payoff in size and in strength, right?
Mighty.
A sequoia doesn't rush. So next time you're feeling like down on yourself, say, hey, the sequoia doesn't rush. I'm going to be grand one day. I am going to shine. I don't want to be shined for other people's sake so they say, look at me or look at you. But I want to shine in the purposes that I was created for. But guess what? A sequoia doesn't rush. I got all the time in the world. So mastery is an instant. It's steady. It's steady accumulation because you get a little stronger over time. And so, I want to break for a second. I've got so many more examples. But in my life, I just think of the push-up and the pull-up for me. I remember I've got a long, tall drink of water torso. It's kind of longer to hold up. You get the people with the short torsos, they can do a plank for a long time. And
You're basically 6 foot, yeah.
Yeah. And so when I started doing a plank, my abs were shaking, my little puny arms were shaking, and I felt like I couldn't even hold it for 30 seconds without like everything falling through my diastases recti or something. I don't know. But I got to the point where I bypassed the plank. I went to the woman's push-ups. Oh, I bypassed that. Went to men's push-ups. Then I could do the party trick men's push-ups, where a woman can get down and give you 30 or something like that. And then we had to do assisted push-ups, pull-ups, and chin-ups for a long time, Pearl, didn't we? Like a long time. And it was slow growth. And actually, I didn't see any growth. I just felt like, when you stare in the mirror and you think, when is my hair going to start growing or whatever, and it never looks like, or the watch pot near the boils, I felt like I was never, ever getting stronger. And I was doing the same reps with the same strength of assistant band. And then all of a sudden I woke up one day and I could just do it unassisted. So are there areas in your life, Dan and Pearl, where you've had slow growth, almost imperceptible? What is that word?
That was it?
Yeah.
Imperceptible.
But you got it in the end. And then I'll keep going because I've got stuff to bring. But I just wanted to make a pause for the other minds.
You want to hear from us what has taken us a long time.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be in sport, like in fitness. It can be relational. It can be in anything. It's spiritual. Anything that you wanted to master and it just wasn't happening for you.
I'll go first.
Yeah, please go down.
Yeah, for me, that has been singular focus. Um, they have told me that I have attention deficit disorder. Um, and I understand what they're saying. I don't love the label, but I also understand what they're describing. I tend to get very excited about creative things and shiny objects and experiences. I love huge experiences. And the catch-22 is that to get to those fun things, you have to be very disciplined.
Yeah.
You have to be very focused. And if you try to do everything that pops into your head to do, you do a whole lot of nothing. And you do it a lot. And you're so busy that you think that you're accomplishing things. And I don't believe in wasting time, necessarily, because I believe we're eternal creatures. But I think you can waste your goals, and you can live in a way that you're disappointed with yourself in the years to come. About every 5 years, you go, I wish I would have put that work in 5 years ago. I wish I would have really stayed consistent. And so I don't know if it's the hormone change or whatever, but I'm starting to get better at saying, I can't do that and that and that and that. Right now I have to do this right here. And
That's so good.
yeah, and and see this really bloom. This first foundational important thing must be done until it is fully done. And when it is fully done and I'm bored because it is so optimized and so well managed, then I will go do that and that.
And that's a mastery.
Yeah, that is,
That's
Danny. And
incredible.
some
Very
people
difficult.
have that, little
Yeah.
scientific, linear people in their 20s.
Yeah.
Hey, you're in your 40s.
Engineers.
And
Yeah.
look at you got it now. But
Yeah.
that's great.
I don't know that I have it.
No, but you're on your way.
But I have stepped into kindergarten.
But
from
it's almost
preschool.
as good as done because you kind of got it, because you know you're going to get there
I
and
can
you're not going
now-
to give up till you're there.
Yeah, I see a path.
Yeah.
Mine is, I don't know. I watched you, Serene, for 24 years make kefir. This is very practical.
Yeah. Oh, bring the practical.
Thinking I'm not that person, thinking I couldn't do that, thinking don't have time for all that. Until my mind opened up and I realized I could do it. And I've been a kefir maker for over 3 years now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To the point where
Diligent.
the kefir maker
Yeah.
is sitting here before you, totally went on a hiatus because I was trying to gain
Yeah.
weight, and I'm like, oh, I'm burning up all of that
Yeah.
lactose and making the
Yeah.
kefir. I just need to eat the straight whole raw
Yeah.
milk, the sweet stuff, And so I've lost my kefir grains, and who did I call?
The queen of kefir.
The queen of kefir. She's like, no, mine are all perfect and healthy. I've got plenty for you.
Yes, because it doesn't come as easy for me, Serene, I am very good at it
Yeah.
now. I feel it's my strength.
Yes.
Anyone who wants to come to kefir, come to me. Like like Serene and her kefir. Oh, she did it for a long time, but really,
Yeah.
I'm the kefir maker.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have twice given me kefir grains.
I know, and I
Yeah.
thought to myself today, because I'm bringing some for Serene, guess what I said? None for Danny. He needs to buy his own, and then he'll value them because he's killed 2 of mine. So I'm going to love my friend Danny.
She's also the kefir police now.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
love my friend Danny and not allow him to have any more because he doesn't value it.
No,
It
that's
came
fair.
free.
That's fair.
As I move along,
Yeah.
because we're going to do this patient potty is going to be, it's a little quick thing. We don't know.
I know, and I want you
Yeah.
to bring that thing that you told me on the phone.
Okay, yes, but as you think of other things that you've been slow to master and they're finally here, just plop them in. Okay, just think about soil. I mean, there's so many things in nature that God must really love a slow boil.
Yeah.
The soil, the actual fertile top soil layer. Do you know that it takes thousands of years to create 1 inch?
Yeah, but Jordan Rubin's spinning that up.
Yes, good for Jordan.
He uses
Rubin.
animal
But
droppings.
it still takes a long
Does.
long
Even
time.
the
and
sped up is
yes.
like decades.
Coral reef formations, people.
Yeah.
A few millimeters a year. But look at like the epic coral reef in Australia. It's like one of the 7 wonders of the world or
Yeah.
something, and everybody comes to see it, and it's amazing. Epic things take long, right? long-term development. What about our beloved baobab? I learned something new today about baobab. Do you know it's extremely slow growing, that tree, but they live for about 2,000 years.
Wow.
Yes, because they take their time to get there and mature, but once they're there, they're very established. And they just such incredible trees for life. They store so much water. They store so much life within them, but it looks like they're struggling for a long time. Okay, literal examples of fruit. Maybe you're a mango tree. Okay, so you can just think if you're just a slow bloomer or you're just plodding along on THM and you've got nothing to show for it yet, and all your friends have lost 80 pounds and you've lost half a pound that you gained back the next day, you know? Maybe you're a mango tree. Did you know it takes 5 to 8 years to bear fruit from a mango tree? Or maybe you're an avocado tree, which takes 7 to 13 years before it produces reliably. The cocoa tree require 3 to 5 years before the first pods and 10 to 15 years before they're in any kind of peak production. Durian trees take 10 to 15 years to mature before fruiting, and the olive trees may take 5 to 12 years to properly produce any significant harvest. So God has put it there in nature for us so that we don't have to look at ourselves and think, what's wrong with me? Am I dung fruit? Like, am I just a bad egg? Am I just a failure? And no, you might be just slow at this, but that's okay, because when you master it, that framework, those root systems are going to be there and you are going to be epic at it. I was thinking about some other people in my life too, you know, that have had things take a while. You know, we all probably have known a friend or two with infertility or struggled to have. Some people just pop out a baby every year, right? Other people have had to just really struggle, and it doesn't come easy. And they can go over month after month, cycle after cycle with nothing to show for all their effort. And they're doing everything right. They're taking all the right fertility supplements and everything, and they've gone and got checked and they don't see anything wrong. But guess what? I know a friend who had 10 years of infertility and then just had twins when she was almost 50. So that, you know, you'll have a harvest. Just don't give up. Don't give up if it's a promise that
And
God's put in
sometimes
your
that
life.
harvest is someone else's baby that you grow to
That's no,
love and
exactly.
care.
Oh yeah. And just think about in the Bible too. Abraham had a promise that he'd be a father of nations, and for 25 years he saw nothing. No glimmer of hope, but he held on to hope.
Yeah.
And he stood in his hope when there was no hope. And then we think of Joseph, you know, the Lord said, I will raise you up. And what was the next thing that happened to him? He was thrown in a hovel in the ground by his brothers. And then a little while later, he's off in a dungeon in Potiphar's house. And so oftentimes we can go in the opposite direction of what we really desire. But if we're doing all the right things, if we're putting in the time and we're putting in the effort, don't worry, she'll be right, mate, like we say in Australia, and just keep plodding. And like Danny was talking in one of our podcasts a little bit back, our New Year's podcast, he was talking about it really only matters that you're doing the right thing. I mean, you do your work and then let the fruit take care of itself. It's what you're doing in the dark, right? It's what you're doing when no one's looking. It's those micro habits.
I know something else that I have gotten so much stronger, and it's been a slow learner and bloomer. I started out thinking I was a very good wife, a very good helper, but I was a control freak.
Yeah.
Control
I was
freak.
too.
Especially with my husband's
so was.
food. My husband's everything. I was all over his page, really being a good wife. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's been, how many years? I'll be 32 years married. I think it's only the last 5 years, 4, that I have realized I don't be a good wife through helping control. I'd be a good wife by letting him be the man he is.
Well, I thought of a book for you.
Yeah?
You
Empowered wife?
need to write a book. I don't know the main title, but the subtitle is The Fine Line Between Help and Control.
Yeah, that's good. It's so good.
That'd be a good
because
book.
most of us women, us wives, don't know that line. And I had, learning that. But hey, I'm getting good, Serene.
Good.
I think so.
I'm on my way. I still mess up, but I'm on my way.
Totally mess up.
I've got one.
But so much better than I used to be.
From the male perspective.
Yeah.
The fine line between provision and love. Because men are always like, I hang on the cross for you.
Yeah.
And women still don't feel your love.
Yeah, yes.
And so men just as I think women have
Yeah.
things to
Like,
learn.
look at all I've done for you. Don't you feel my love?
Yeah.
And he's like, come to bed, honey. Stop
Yeah.
staying up and cooking the stock.
Yeah, like
Canning
yeah.
all the vegetables and marking all the schools
Yeah, but
papers.
he's saying too, on the men's side, he's like,
Well, they
hey.
feel like they're doing all the work, but they're still
Yeah.
not.
No, but he's like, I'm doing all this. I'm going to work for you. And she's just like, but I just want you to tell me you love me.
Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
in the way they hear it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They
Hey, talking
They-
about relationships,
Thems.
give relationships time. Some relationships are a slow build.
Mm.
Oftentimes, it's not the person you get on with straight away. It's like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
fast friends. Oh, we're going to be fast friends. You don't often end up being a friend forever with that person.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, it's the quirk, the person that really rubbed you the wrong way, the person you just don't really get. Like, I don't really get that person. They end up being that epic, long-lasting friend that's there in times of adversity, and you end up being like, oh my goodness, like
Yeah.
the golden friend that's
You
there
know why?
for decades.
because the thing that you see in them that aggravates you
Yeah.
is very much you. It's the
Probably.
thing that's in you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what like we don't see people as they are. We
Mm.
see people as we are. And the thing we hate in our neighbor is the thing we hate about ourselves, which is why when you're, oh, this person annoys me, if you stick it out with them, they're so much like you
Mm.
in really good ways, even the annoying ones, that you can like do famous
Yeah.
stuff together.
Oh yeah, famous stuff. I want to talk about Tootsie. That's my mother-in-law. That's my children's grandmother on my husband's side. She is an epic example of the tortoise gets the hare. Okay, so like she is a slow
Beats the
plodder.
hair, yeah.
Beats the hare. She is a slow plodder. She is a grandma, like well into her later decades. She's had 2 knee replacements. So her walking has been difficult in the past. She's actually had a shoulder replacement too, so she's bionic. But
Robo Nana.
but anyway, she has a green thumb. But she is not in the same physical shape as somebody you would think would get the results that she's gotten in the garden. Like, because it's micro plodding that she does. Day in, day out, she goes into her yard and she micro plods. You might go there every day for a week to pick up packages because all our packages arrive at her house. And you don't see any change. She's, you don't see much going on in the garden, but you'll see her out there and she'll be picking up a stick or picking up a few leaves or picking up a log and putting it in a wheelbarrow and moving that wheelbarrow a few feet. But she's constantly doing microplodding in her garden. Would you know what? If you go to her garden,
Yeah.
it is like the zoo. You know, in the zoo, it's not normal gardening.
Yeah,
it's
it's
almost like you
beautiful.
enter in a different country. It's like
Yeah.
amazing.
It's
The
like
the
bonsai
landscaping and
and-
the bonsai and everything. It's like she's had full-time 17 young strapping men building this epic green environment around her. Like,
Tell us your
she's
dreams.
got huge piles of sticks so she can so they can break down and make incredible hummus for the topsoil. It's like she's had to have a bulldozer move it. She's moved it all by hand, micro plodding
Love
every
that.
day. And I was thinking about who else in my life has done a slow plod, and it really didn't look like it was doing anything. But in the end, it's like mountains were moved. Mountains were moved by Tootsie with her knee replacements. She just gets out there and does that micro thing every day.
It's making me think of, exercise. So many people, I feel like, get tripped up when they start I got to get into exercise. Boot camp, 3 months, get up at 4. We're going to work out 6 days a week. Crash, burn, non-sustainable. And yet it's that person who starts out, you know what? What is feasible here? 2 days a week, I'm going to strength train for half an hour. I'm going to walk on my lunch breaks when I can.
Yeah.
Watch them.
Yeah.
Watch them 5 years down the
Yeah.
track. They're still doing it.
Yes.
They've picked it up even a little bit because it's so manageable. They've got a garden like Tootsie.
Yeah. Her garden is so amazing. I've got all these strapping teenagers in my house. What do I get from my garden? Nothing. I don't even put in a garden. We have a garden. We have 2 greenhouses. We have a garden space. The teenagers build all of the wonderful stuff around it. Like we don't even plant the seeds. We don't even plant the seeds. But there's Tootsie. She's feeding the neighborhood. And she's like a grandmother up there. Yeah,
Yeah.
she won't want me telling her age, but she's up there. Yeah. I did want to say, in our fast-paced world, slow growth is often undervalued.
Yeah.
Everyone wants
Yes,
it now,
it
right?
is.
It's like you, Pearl. You gave away your red light mask because you're like, I didn't see a change.
Yes.
You put it on twice, you freak.
I know.
Twice, you're like, I don't see a change. And then Meadow, I think you gave it to Meadow. I think she uses it every day. Her skin looked lovely last time I
Isn't
saw
her
her.
skin amazing?
Beautiful.
You think it's red light?
Oh, yeah, red light.
So this is real.
Diligence.
Yes.
Diligence.
Been wondering about it.
The really awesome thing about patience is patience gets you the victory in whatever area you wield patient towards, but you always become a double winner. You don't only get the victory in that subject, but you get patience itself. It gets worked into you like a special superpower. So it's always a double win.
It's like how you got your peace worked
Yeah.
into the very fabric of yourself.
Yeah. Yes. So, I mean,
Can we get to your story now? Because it's so good.
my story.
You started the conversation
Oh,
when we
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah,
this
yeah,
potty.
yeah,
You
yeah,
started
yeah.
with
Why
your
am I using
story.
patience? Because I've been in the gym, I was becoming a whizzy person, doing the
No,
strength
can
training.
I tell your story better than you?
Okay, tell it.
Serene was on the phone to me. I was like, you got anything for this podcast? She's like, Pearl, I do. Okay, I'm going to start with my story, which she's keeping it to the end, but I'll tell you what she told me on the phone. Pearl, you know that we've been working on becoming burning bodies, and in our wisdom book, we teach women how to become burning, and we teach them to raise their metabolism by strength training and protein. Well, she's like, Pearl, I put everything into it, right? Well, I got to burning.
Yes.
She did the things that we're talking about. So,
See, I'm a fast responder in those areas. Okay, so it was like
but it wasn't fast. It
No,
was
I know it was
years in.
years,
You've
it
been
was
doing this
years,
for
it
like
was years.
these things maybe 5 years in.
every day. Like I said, not even being able to do a push-up, and all of a sudden it happens. So
You've
yes,
been working on it.
Working
now
on it.
you might think I'm a fast responder, but that was years.
It was years. I was
Okay.
a slow responder.
Last year, I kept saying to you, and this is my perspective coming
Yeah.
into the phone call. Serene, you're now at this point, Serene, you're getting too shredded. All that work you're doing, pull back on the strength training. Eat more, Serene. Eat more. You're too skinny. You look
And I wasn't trying to not
No.
eat I was just eating what a normal person would eat.
yeah. You were still doing some crossovers on the Trim
Mostly
Healthy.
crossovers.
But your muscles had got to this point where they were burning.
They were
everything you put in your
cannibals. They
body.
wanted to eat me alive.
You'd optimize your hormones.
Yeah.
You'd optimize your gut.
Mm-hmm.
You'd optimize your strength. And so you were this burning machine. And I said, Serene, you are too skinny, and you got so mad at me.
Yeah, I was so mad. I'm like, you're mean. You're telling me
Yeah.
I'm like a teenage boy. She
Yeah.
says, you're almost there.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'm gonna be the Maasai Club, and we had a potty here about how I'm drinking the whole milk and I'm drinking over a quart every day, and I'm putting the raw egg yolks, and I'm doing Trim Healthy Mama reversed. I'm putting all of this
but
carbs
you
with the
resisted
fat.
me a long time until
Yeah.
we went and got our facial rejuvenations with our
Yeah.
fat, and the doctor said to you,
I can't find the fat.
he said to Serene, no, you do have less fat than your sister. Because she was like, you've got less fat than me. And I would say, no, I don't. He said, no, you do have less fat than your sister. You are shredded, and I can barely find enough fat on you to put in your face. He did find it.
I know, and I felt ugly and I felt shredded. So you can, listen, all of you people that are trying to lose weight, there is the other side of the fence where you just feel just as ugly and just as
Yeah.
like oh.
But that was
I'll
your
never be
wake-up call,
curvy.
because
Yeah.
you heard it from someone else and your
Yes.
sister.
So I heard it, and so I decided, okay. So I have been working it. I have been working. It's taken. Actually, I was working it before that
You
facial
were,
rejuvenation because I wanted
but
to
you
get
worked
fat.
it harder.
Yeah,
then.
I was already trying to drink the whole milk and put the honey in it and do all the stuff. But now I have been working it. I have been working it till I hate food. I don't want to look at food. I drink milk. I drink a cup of milk at every meal and every snack. And right before I go to bed, I drink 2. So that's just like so much. And I'm always putting the honey in it and always putting more egg yolks in it and eating the bread and the butter with it thick and trying so hard. And I lost weight.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried all the stuff and I gained a few ounces. And then the next day it'll be gone. And it's like the
Yeah.
Danny story, right? I was trying so hard and I was like, I give up. I'm never going to make
You said my body's broken. It can't put on weight.
I know. So finally in the last little while, it's actually happening for me.
Yeah.
And I'm getting some, see it coming on my face?
Not really, but good girl. The scale is actually telling you that
Yeah.
it's working,
Yeah,
right?
it is. So patience. It will happen for you. That's my story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
like
often
it.
have differing stories, but it's the patience needed for either side of the fence.
Yeah. So
My
true.
son, the football playing one, he said that when we start working out, we immediately get body dysmorphia as men. He said we're working out and we're actually like getting bigger, we're getting stronger, but for some reason we look in the mirror and we don't see it. We actually
You think you're
imagine
shrinking.
that we're smaller. And he told me that, and I was so encouraged because I was like, what am I even doing in here? Like, nothing's changing. I'm still looking like a skinny little guy. And then I saw a video of me years ago, and I was like, oh, I'm a big old boy.
Yeah, you're a different
you
human.
are a big old boy, Dan.
Like, I'm just looking at you now. Most people would think you're medium, Dan, but you're in a
Those
healthy
muscles,
shape.
look, he's not even.
Yeah. But you look like you're maybe like a fighter. Okay, so you're not huge, but you're
Yeah.
you know,
You're one of Jackie
you've
Chan's
you've got
Sanders.
this energy that could come at any time because he's got a lean muscle
Yeah.
mass.
Yeah.
Well, I box my
Okay.
son all the time. so-
Yeah, so you can feel it there, suppressed, ready to come out. But but you're totally that's a different human to you 7 years ago sitting here,
Yeah.
where you were very thin, but it was like little tiny belly.
I
and
have to
little
show you the
puny
video.
and
You should. You will say, "Oh my gosh, you had a disease."
Do you like your face better too?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes. I'm not saying the most handsome man in the world, but it's good to look in the mirror and see like fullness on my face. Like I don't like the gaunt, skeletal, and it's just anxiety.
And I
me.
think that lifting weights too helps a man's face.
Have to. Well, it does when you're doing certain, anything bench press. Really, when you're getting into
Yeah.
the pull up stuff, the up here stuff.
Yeah.
Well, your neck strains a little,
Yeah,
and
and you get a
you
bit of
you actually feel fatigue.
not so good for us.
You be able to get a bit of a Gaston neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, your neck
You
widens,
eat like Gaston.
and I feel
like
fatigue
Gaston.
here.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'll notice a more defined jawline.
Yeah.
With the pull up type
Yeah.
of stuff.
I tell you what, though, and you were feeling like in your own home gym, feeling puny, not realizing things are happening
Things are
slowly,
happening.
micro, like Serene's Tootsie. You've been the micro guy for the last, years, but if you go to a gym, you would feel tiny tootsier. I mean, littler. My son Bowen, you know how big he is?
Oh, yeah.
He always comes home from the gym here.
Does
in
he not
Dixon.
even like going to the
He's
gym?
like, I'm puny, Mom. I'm small.
Right.
And he's
Because there's dudes in there
big.
that are insane.
And they're steroid guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
they're
like,
all
Mom, most of the
juicing in
guys
the
there are on steroids.
bathroom.
But he comes home feeling small.
right.
But then when he works out in our garage, he doesn't feel
He
so
feels
small.
like Gaston.
Yeah. Yeah, it's as long as my little daughters are bouncing around me when I'm working out, and I'll kind of they'll come up next to me in the mirror, and I'm like, man, this is happening. And then my sons will come home, and I'm just like, God, they're I'm 5'10", they're 6'3",
Yeah.
and and wide like that Mack truck. Chest.
I want to know
Who gave
about
you
that because my daughter Autumn, she goes into town, sees your son. She always tells me, comes home, she's like, she actually looks at you like a bit of a celebrity, Danny, like some of the girls do on the land
Yeah, yeah.
because like they listen to our potty.
Yeah.
It's like, Danny, but I saw Danny's sons. Now Danny's not that tall, but why are his sons so huge? Do you even have a height on your side? Because you're 5'10". Lisa's what, 5'9", 8"?
5'8".
Where did these
Max?
sons come from? They're huge.
We can't figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, her side. I mean, she's got that like Viking
Yeah,
Norwegian
yeah.
woman look.
The Vikings came out.
I
They
think-
overtook the Spanish.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah, like
the Vikings beat the Spaniards.
I mean, in size, and the strongest men in the world are those Norwegian
Yes.
dudes. They're the power lifters,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they are.
famous for strength.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
incredible what they. I mean, over 1,000 pounds and stuff.
Yeah, it's
like,
incredible.
who made
Yeah,
you?
but they put in the time. They've put in the
Yeah,
they
time
put
too.
in-
Even.
Yeah.
They just started
And
at
that's what the whole
at an
point is.
easier
The whole
place.
point, right? It's time.
well,
No matter
some
what
peop-
your goals. it's
some
just
people
time.
have a bone density
Yeah.
that, like certain fighters, some of the famous fighters, when you measure their bone density, it's like 1 in a million.
Yeah.
And that are given to where the same work, the same effort, the same punch thrown from a guy with more bone density, it's like iron hitting
Yeah, yeah.
versus just
But
muscle.
still, they have to all day hone their skills.
Yeah, and they
all
still
day.
yeah. Mike Tyson is one of these bone density
Yeah, okay.
brutes.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
mean, the same guys that were heavier than Mike had more muscle than Mike. Watch him fight those guys that are twice his size.
And why? Because it's time under tension. You look at some of those movies, those fighting movies. I can't remember the names of them, but you watch the years and years and years journey of being trained and getting up at 3:00 in the morning with the fog and the New York City and they're running. You know what I mean? Like you can see it in your head.
Rocky Balboa?
No, it wasn't that. It was another one. It was more of a recent one. Yeah, that one too. Added to.
For those who care, there's an arm wrestler named Devin Larratt.
Yeah.
And you guys know who Devin is?
It's
Yeah,
probably
all the boys know.
our 17 men that care. Maybe the women don't care.
He arm wrestles guys like, no exaggeration, like twice his size.
Yeah.
Okay. And he sits there, he'll arm wrestle him and he'll put his hand like they're straining with every fiber of their being. And he puts his head on his fist and just smiles. And then he gets up when he's ready. He makes him look him in the eye and then he just pins him.
Wow.
And you're like, how is this possible? Well, they measured his bone density.
Really?
And that's where I got that number. He's 1 in a million in bone density.
Wow.
And so,
that's amazing.
These guys who do more work, put on more muscle, are born bigger. They don't have this mineral density in their bones. They're built different, is what we used to say.
Wow.
But I certainly wasn't built for strength training. Like, I have a puny ectomorphic body, and I'm definitely a late bloomer. Started strength training late, started postmenopausal. But I feel like I'm such a strong woman now.
Oh, you are. You're such a strong woman.
When I was in, I told this on another podcast, but we had to stop that podcast because it was about the 7 skills, which is coming out later. But when I was in Spain,
Yeah.
on a vacation,
That's right. Yes.
this would never have happened to me without strength training. But I've been strength training, 3.5, maybe not 4 years. And I really never saw hardly anything in the first year.
Yeah. You just did it by pure obedience.
Yeah, because I knew I had to, or
Yeah.
I was going to be like my mom and my sister
break
that
a hip
broke arms
woman,
and broke hips, and I'm a tall, thin white woman, and we're at the highest risk for bone loss, and I'm just like, none of that for me. I'm going to be strong. I'm going to do it. But anyway, we were in Spain, and we were in a very busy tourist area, and they said, there might be pickpockets in the area to just keep, your eye out. And I was wearing my purse across my shoulder.
It's kind of
I
open
was-
at the top.
yeah,
It's like
open at the top.
It's kind of like the width of a little larger than a phone.
Very
right?
small, yes. And I was taking pictures because everything, the architecture was so beautiful, and Charlie and I were just strolling around. Then he had to stop and look at his phone for a map because we were a little bit lost. And when he focuses on something, that's all he sees. Nothing else is happening. And so I was just looking around at, this beautiful building, just taking in the surroundings, and I just felt something lighten up on me. Like, I felt something was different. So I looked down at my purse, and my phone is gone.
It usually just sits into the
It
top.
just
there.
sits there beautifully. And I'm like, someone just stole my phone. So I look around, and I see this man who's walking away with his head down really fast, and in his hand, he has my phone. And so I said, hey! And he looks around, and he takes off faster, right? I say, hey, that's my phone. So I just felt the strength come into me. So I just took off after him. I ran, and
She manhandled him.
I ran right up to him. I said, give me my phone. And he put it behind his back. And so I got behind his back, and I took the phone, and I was pulling back, and I just pulled it off him. Now, obviously, he's a man, and he probably could have fought me, but he realized,
but
I
she
might get in
wasn't
trouble.
no weakling.
No, I wasn't no weakling. And so I yanked it off him, feeling the strength, feeling my worked out muscles, feeling these hormones that I've taken for the last several
She could have been
years.
pushed over by that guy and landed with a broken hip in the gutter.
Charlie, my husband, is still looking down at his map on his phone.
What,
And then I'm
25
like,
feet back?
Yes, and then people started looking around and he stole my phone. He just ran. He sprinted away. He was like a professional pickpocket.
Yeah.
Probably in his 30s or whatever.
Guys are spray painting these people now.
Oh, are they?
There's people in other countries they'll keep spray paint on them.
But he probably thought, this older lady. I mean, okay, but I'm not young, and I was wearing a sun hat. I looked very touristy in a dress.
You
Who's
looked like
gonna
you
go
were
after
be
him?
ladylike.
I looked like I was going to be this
Yeah, a little
little
pushover lady.
lady.
Phone's gone.
No. No, I yanked it off him. Then I went back to Charlie. I'm like, he stole my phone, but I've got it. He was like, what? Why didn't you tell me? I said I was yelling. But anyway.
And then you shot webs at him and
I
stopped
felt
him.
so strong. And then I realized first of all, if I'd thought it through, I probably wouldn't have done it because who knows what had happened. But just something came over me. And yeah, Nate, what were you going to say? 3 minutes? Okay, 3 minutes to go. We're going to be done here. But I just thought, all the little micro when I was seeing nothing has really built. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't
And
look.
mentally.
I don't look anything like I'm a strong,
Oh,
strong.
You don't
woman.
want to meet her in a dark alley.
No, let's get that higher up. Let's rate
Okay.
little. Yeah, right there.
Right.
Okay.
Look at this. Look at
Hold
that.
up, Pearl.
Let me
Yeah,
see
but-
that.
We
Let me see
didn't
that.
know.
Oh, look at that. That's good. Yeah.
Studio audience.
That's nothing for some people. Some people are born like that, but I had to work at that. Just be consistent. And when I was
For a
seeing
little lady
nothing-
your size.
yeah, I'm an ectomorph, thin little
that's
lady.
solid work.
But I feel strength like I never have in my life.
Yeah, feeling it's a
like
big
I
thing.
never have in my life. I feel like a strong person.
Yeah.
And I felt that strength, and it came to my aid in real life when I needed it.
I don't think pre-workout Pearl would have approached
No,
that.
No
we used to call Pearl
way.
Princess Pearly. Just wanted
Yeah.
to lay on the couch and dream. She was not the one that was going to get in the garden, get in anything. Like get
Still not getting in the garden.
no, but I'm
But
telling
I'm making
you,
kefir.
yeah.
But hey, but you know what? I'm still super feminine. I'm still wearing my hat and my sundress, but people don't know what the strength underneath.
They don't know what's
Yeah.
under there.
They
They don't know, man.
But
They
you
don't know what you're capable
you had
of.
That's
patience.
slow blooming.
You had patience,
Yeah.
and you didn't care that the image you were looking for wasn't staring back.
No, and I'm 54, and he thought I could check that
Mm.
little lady's phone. No, you can't.
Hey, I beat a guy at arm wrestling that years ago when I was like I've known him my whole life. They were these just super strong brothers that you just couldn't mess with,
Yeah.
and they would just pin me and out wrestle me. And about a month ago, we were hanging out and beat him at arm wrestling.
Did you really?
Wow.
Has
That's
he
the
gone
time.
kind of declined in his health and not looked after it as much?
Well, yeah, a little bit. I mean, he was for a while. He was on testosterone
Okay.
and really getting it, and
Yeah.
he was ripped. And I may have not beat him then.
Yeah.
But I study this Devin Larrett guy.
Maybe he burned himself out, and he's not putting in the habits, the
Well,
micro
I
habits like you
techniqued
are.
him too. That's
Oh,
the
you
other thing. I've been
techniqued.
like trying to practice like doing it right, and there's so much technique.
right.
You can win on technique with half the muscle.
Yeah,
And-
but
and
that's
let me just say
diligence
this
too.
Let me just say this: you've been needing patience. You've been doing all the things. You could also look into some technique, meaning
Yeah.
some twists, some tips, some tricks, the
Yeah.
whizzy way if you're stuck.
Mm.
Some incretin hormones maybe. There's some technique to some of this too.
Yeah, because the Bible says, "Be not weary of well doing."
yes,
Right? Is that the way it
Yeah.
goes? But well doing means smart doing, right? So
Oh,
you got to
yeah.
be doing the right things. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
do the dumb things.
Yeah, don't just plod away at dumb and like
Yeah, if
that.
it's
That
not
whole
work-
like
yeah.
the measure of insanity is doing the same thing over and over
Yeah.
and over and over and over and never seeing any different outcome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've been talking about patience and don't worry and keeping the grind. However, keeping the grind smartly and then
Yeah.
don't worry about the fact that you're doing the same thing.
Yeah, it doesn't mean keep on eating your sugar and then wonder why, oh, it's okay, one day I'll get
or keep
there.
in a low carb S rut
Yeah.
and then be like, I don't know why it's not working. Oh well, I'll just keep my nose down and keep at it. No,
Yeah.
start thinking of a different way that's actually going to move.
Technique. Yeah, good.
My technique's a bike ride instead of jogging.
Yeah.
Run. I mean, I'll run sometimes, but pedaling, I can pedal my head off for hours
Yeah.
and be as fatigued, but not like bored. and
Because
in
you're loving
pain,
it. You're
'cause
loving
I'm just
it.
loving the wind and the bike. and
Yes.
I love it, but I'm not loving sitting down. I'm
Well,
impatient with sitting on the couch, so we're done.
We're done. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.